Hey folks, this is Hellbent, and today in this mini tutorial I'm going to show you how to use WinActivate and WinMinimize to activate windows and minimize them using hotkeys or any other way that you want to script it into your computer. So for this example I'm just going to use hotkeys, but really you could use this for anything that you want to do. So we're just going to jump into it. Like I said, this is a mini tutorial, so I don't want to take too much of your time. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a single instance, and now what this is going to do is, if I'm testing a program, I don't want to have a dialog box every time I try to run it saying that a previous version might be running, and do I want to exit it or blah blah blah. So to avoid that, I'm just going to type in this single instance and then force, and it'll automatically exit out of any previous versions that are running. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to script in a hotkey that'll exit the app just in case anything happens. It's always a good idea to have an escape or an exit, because you never know what's going to happen, right? So it's always good to script in a hotkey to exit out of the script. Okay, and then next we're going to create a couple of hotkeys. So let's go. I'm just going to use A, S, D, and F. So we're going to do Control A is going to be a hotkey. Control S is going to be a hotkey. Control D is going to be a hotkey, and I forgot to add in the colons. And Control F is going to be one of our hotkeys. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to create two. So we're going to have two sets of hotkeys. One set is going to open and activate and minimize one program, and the next is going to activate and minimize another program. So we're going to go ahead and we need to find out the information for our programs that we want to open. And the easiest way to do this is to use the active window info or spy tool. If you have this script editor, you'll see it right here. And if you don't have this script editor, you can just go to wherever you have AutoHotkey installed in your computer, go to that folder, and you'll see something like this, the AU3 Spy EXE. You can double click on that, or if you have this script editor, you can just activate it there. Next, I'm going to go to the target that I want to have activated, and I'm going to just click on it to make sure that it's the thing that's up. And then I'm going to hit Windows A to freeze this display. And then I'm going to go back to my script, and I'm just going to add this in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in WinActivate, comma, and then I'm going to add two pieces of information. I'm going to add its title. So I'm going to copy this. And then beside that, I'm going to add in its class. And this just means, the reason why I'm adding in its class as well is because if I have, sometimes you'll have more than one thing open on your desktop that has the same name. It might not be the same kind of program. So for example, I could be watching a YouTube video with the word Google in it, and instead of opening up this page here, it might actually open up that YouTube page. So this will just help narrow it down to exactly what I want it. Then I'm going to add in a return, and I'm going to do the same thing for the minimize. So for this next one, I'm going to have WinMinimize, and I'm just going to copy this whole line right here. In fact, I'll add the return as well, and I'll paste that in, and there we go. Okay, so we have one of them done, and now we're going to do this the same thing for another program. So we need WinActivate, and we need a WinMinimize. And the other program I'm going to use is Paint. So I am just going to unfreeze this display by hitting Windows A. I'm going to click on this to make sure it's active, and then I'm going to hit Windows A to lock it. And I'm going to copy those same two pieces of information. So I got its title, and then beside that I'm going to put in its class. and drop down a line and add in a return. And then I'm just going to copy all of that and paste it in here. And there we go. Okay, so now we have our hotkeys that are going to maximum or activate and minimize our two programs. So we'll go ahead and save and run. And if I hit Control A, it should bring up Google. If I hit Control D, it should bring up Paint. If I hit Control F, it'll minimize it. If I hit Control S, it'll minimize it. And I can easily switch between them, etc., etc. Now I'll do one more example. So let's say that these hotkeys aren't what you like. A simple hotkey that you could use that'll make this convenient is we will use the number pad. So we need number pad, and we'll do, let's see, let's just do them in order. 1, and to save time, because I'm a slow typer, I'm just going to copy this and paste it in, and I'll just edit the numbers. Okay, we'll save this and we'll run it. And now if I use the number pad, so if I hit 1, it should open up Google. If I hit 3, it should open up Paint. If I hit 1 again, it's Google, and then minimize, and I can easily switch between them. And you know, I don't have to use the minimize. I can just use I can have 9 different hotkeys on my number pad that'll switch between different windows. Okay, and that's it for this tutorial. If you liked it, be sure to leave that like. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. And likewise, if you have any suggestions for upcoming tutorials, likewise leave them in the suggestions or in the comments. And I will see you on the next one.